everyone, Natasha here. Welcome to Natasha's Healthy Living, where we are nurturing wellness naturally. One of the ways I like to do that is to be a little more mindful and take a break from the screens and use a paper planner throughout my day. It helps me plan ahead. It helps me keep track of my to-do lists and my different responsibilities. And it's also a bit of a creative outlet and a way for me to enjoy different moments throughout my day. So I have for you the Jane's Agenda Deluxe Planner Subscription Box for the month of January, and I'm excited to unbox it and share it with you. So stay tuned for that, and welcome to my office. Welcome back to my home. I'm so glad you're joining me today. So as I mentioned, this is the Jane's Agenda Deluxe Subscription Box for the month of January. And I just received it a couple of days ago. And even though I just put a video out yesterday, I'm really excited to dive into this because I want to finish setting up my planner for 2025. And there's some parts and pieces in here that are going to help me do that. So if you want to just kind of see what's in the box, it'll give you an idea of the types of things that come in these deluxe subscription boxes. You can also there's 3 different levels to the Jane's Agenda subscription boxes. So the basic level is a cover subscription. So you get a new cover and a page finder for your planner each month. The kind of middle tier is the planner lifestyle subscription. So that's going to give you things like custom inserts that maybe aren't available in the shop, or we're the first ones getting a chance to try them before they come to the shop. It'll be accessories for your planner, decorative elements for your planner. Sometimes it's lifestyle elements, things like this cute little wooden sticky note holder, and so I have that just sits on my desk, and a turkey feather my daughter found, so that just stays there. It's easy to grab all my favorite sticky notes, so it's going to be full of lots of things like that are just great to kind of elevate your planning routine. And then of course this deluxe box is everything put together, so the new cover, the page finder, and then all those other inserts, accessories, lifestyle goodies, all of it. And I am a Jane's Agenda affiliate. So down in the description box of this video, you can find my custom affiliate link. So if you use that when you go shop Jane's Agenda, it just lets them know that they found the company through me and my videos. Doesn't cost you anything. It just helps me because it gives me a little bit of a boost in my commission when they know that my content is bringing people to the Jane's Agenda world. I am still a fan and a lover of the Jane's Agenda products. When I discovered them, I think it's been like a year and a half now, I thought I'll try this sub box because I was just looking for something different. I had done bullet journaling. I was kind of ready for something that was a little more customizable, so I was dabbling in Discbound planning. And everything I was finding, at my local craft stores and just what I heard a lot of people online talking about, just didn't really match my aesthetic and my kind of personal style. I tend to be a little more old-fashioned, a little more, kind of old school, like some of my siblings probably feel like I am an 85-year-old woman stuck in a middle-aged woman's body, but that's just kind of my vibe. So I love Jane's Agenda because everything is elegant and beautiful. It's not necessarily old school, but there's just elements of it that jive a little bit more with some of my aesthetic things that I enjoy. And of course, everything's designed really well. So that's the other thing I like about it, is I feel like there's so much good function to the inserts and the designs. And that was something else I wasn't really finding anywhere else. I felt like I'd get inserts or planner pieces and I didn't know how to use them, or they just didn't jive with how I would think to use that type of an insert. So anyway, I love the company, still love the company, and I will continue to love them, I think, because every box just gets better and better. So I have saved everything, the opening and all that, to do with you. Oops, I've got my little slice tool backwards. There we go. I love this. It's a ceramic cutter, so it's not quite as sharp as a metal one, and it's less likely that you're going to hurt yourself. Okay, so anyway, I saved the opening process to share with you. Links are in the description. I also do have a custom discount code. So if you're brand new to Jane's Agenda, you're making your very first purchase, and it's not for subscription boxes, but if it's just regular items from the shop, there's a discount code you can use, and that will save you a little bit off your purchase. All right, so what's new? Before I even open, let's talk a little bit about this box. If you've been around for a little while, maybe you get the Jane's Agenda box, or you've just been watching my unboxing videos of the Jane's Agenda subscription boxes, this looks a little different. And one of the things Jane shared with us on the subscribers only Facebook page recently is that the subscription has grown. There's more people subscribing, so now she's able to do a custom box each month that coordinates with the theme of the month. So that is super exciting, and I have seen parts and pieces of this, but not the whole collection. So I'm really excited to dive in. Plus, just knowing we're gonna have this custom look, so like the inside is different and matches more of the theme of this box. So we have the insert, the collections that are all wrapped up there. This is the tour card. So on the back, it talks about everything that's in the January Deluxe Subscription Box, tells you what it is. And then the front is a card that just talks about the theme for that month. So they say, starting the new year is about having the right tools to stay organized, focused, and ready for what lies ahead. Our January subscription box is designed to help you feel prepared and inspired for a fresh start. Inside, you'll find versatile planning tools to customize your schedule, track habits, and capture your goals. Thoughtful reminders are included to inspire self-prioritization and help you find beauty and balance in life's small moments. Here's to starting the year with purpose, simplicity, and endless possibilities. Jane and team. So that is beautiful, and that does kind of give us a hint at what we're going to be seeing when we get into the items in here. So one of the other things I love about getting these subscription boxes is, first of all, the quality of everything is really phenomenal, but also then it's built up a nice kind of my own little collection of great planner parts and pieces that I can pull from at any point. So we even have a custom sticker there, Life with Purpose, and that has been something I've been working on this year, is, you know, continuing to follow some of my dreams and goals in life, but also keeping it balanced with my family, my faith, you know, all those other parts of our lives that are important too. And, you know, finding a way to keep it balanced is never easy. I don't know that I have it figured out yet, but I'm always trying to do it. So here we have everything. Let's kind of set the stack aside. I did grab my Jane's Agenda little scissors there so we could be able to cut things if we need to. But so this, I don't even know if this is, oh, this is, I think, well, let me just open it and see. I kind of think it's a magnet, but I don't remember for sure. Okay, so there's usually a little pouch like this that's going to have the smaller items all gathered together, and everything's going to come wrapped in a cellophane bag so that if your box gets wet, nothing gets damaged, which I am grateful for, because this one got delivered at, I don't know, like 7:30 the other night, 7:30 Saturday night. We had rain all day long, and sometimes the mail people leave things on my front porch. Sometimes, I don't know who it is, there's a person, I think because we have rotation, that they have left it behind our house by the back door, which I never check, and it's not covered. So if it had been left there in the rain, then I would have never known it was there, and it would have gotten all wet. Thankfully, everything would have been protected. Okay, so first we have a mild liner, and I think I know which color that is. Remember, Jane was trying to figure out the colors, and she couldn't figure it out, and I'm pretty sure, let me think, I think I have it in here. So this is a set, I don't remember if I got it on Amazon or wherever, but it's kind of a newer set that they have, and it's called Zen, or Find Zen. But anyway, somewhere I have the green marker. I think I pulled it out for a project earlier, but I did put it on here. I'm pretty sure this olive is the same thing as this one here, because that looks like it matches. Let me grab something and we can see here. Yeah, I would say that is olive. So that's really nice, because I like that shade of green. I don't know how well you can see it, but it matches the one that came in that pack. So I think this is the, gosh, is this called the Zen pack? Now I'm like wanting to remember what this is called. And I turned the turn the cover inside out so I can use it, but I want to be able to tell you so you know. Mild liner, zebra, chisel tip, creative markers, is that what it's called? Shoot. Well, I'm not seeing like the name of the, it might just be Zen, Fine Zen, I don't know, sorry. I thought I could be more helpful, but it's turning out to be just a distraction. So let me set that aside. Don't need to worry about that just right now. But here we go. We have that beautiful olive, that olive marker, which I love the mild liners in general because they are these more muted tones. They're not a highlighter. It's not that, you know, very vibrant tone. It's much more muted, softer colors, and then with that smaller tip, you know, you can use that for writing and labeling and stuff, and that works out well. All right, so we have that. We have a couple of quote cards. So one says, "The priority is me." That's a really good one, and I like the texture on this. This is more of kind of a linen feel to the paper texture. So that's new. We haven't had that before. This one says, "Elegance requires discipline." Another beautiful quote and sentiment. This one is more of just a smooth card. We have a January Sunday start. Yay, because I do better with a Sunday start on a monthly view. So a January little pocket card here. So I might actually stick this on my laptop because I don't typically take my laptop out of my office. And I'm always doing things and wanting to look ahead a month, so that would be handy to have. Or I could do it with this. So this is a magnet. If I can find a place in my office here that's magnetic enough to hold it. So we have 2025 and everything is a Sunday start. Yay! And it's this beautiful little muted floral background. And then the back of the card has this really pretty January 2025 image with, it might be a tulip or maybe it's a peony, I'm not sure, but kind of looks like peony leaves, I think. Could be a peony, but it's pretty. So this is your thank you card. Usually the thank you card will have just a decorative element on the back. So already we're off to a really pretty start. You can see that the theme and the colorway is kind of matching the box. So let me set some of these aside so we can keep moving through everything, but I have to stand up to see where I'm on screen and off screen because my desk is a little bit lower. Oh, and I forgot about these, but how cute are these? So we've got these little tulip paper clips. So let me show you how this would go. So you can just tuck it like that. Oh, how pretty. That is beautiful. Isn't that nice? So we've got two of those, and we can use those in our planners too. Those could hold those quote cards, or they could just be a little thing to tuck and hold something else in your planner. All right, so that is, yeah, everything's, you can still see it. So let's see what's next. We have, so these are a clear sticker sheet with holidays, and I believe there's an insert coming up with that we will look at that these go with. So she was talking about this. So if you go on Jane's Agenda's YouTube channel, she just did this past Thursday. That would have been the 19th of, no, I'm getting ahead of myself, the 12th of December. She just did a kind of a walkthrough of all the December elements, January subscription box elements, or some of them anyway. So these are just a clear sticker. So we start out with things like Arbor Day, Armed Forces Day, Ashura, Ash Wednesday. So she's got a lot of different ones. Yom Kippur is on here, Winter Solstice, kind of covering a little bit of everything. So what's cool about that is then you can just use the ones that you want, or the ones that are important to you, or the ones that matter, you know, with your job or whatever. I like that we've got that as an option of, you know, something we can pick and choose how we're going to do that. I don't know where to put this where you can read it. Maybe that's better a little bit. I don't know. I'll probably have to move it anyway. All right, then let's see. Here is our page finder, and I was excited about this one because it's a little different. So we typically will have more of a decorative page finder, something that coordinates with the theme that month or that month in general. This one is very intentional and purposeful. It just says today at the top, and it's kind of that clear or translucent plastic, but I was thinking this would be great to put a few little page flags or sticky notes on. So things like, what do I have here? Well, these are some of the Jane's Agenda clear sticky notes, so those could go on there, or just, you know, your little post-it notes like that. You could have a few of those on there. So there would be lots of ways to make that a really functional little dashboard. One of the other things I think I'm going to be using this for is to have a list of my current projects on here. I'll probably just use a sticky note. That way you can change it out. But I've been kind of picking back up with my Learn, Do, Become system here in my office because I'm getting busy and things are kind of going in a lot of directions. And I liked that April mentioned she keeps her current projects for the month in several places, like on the wall in her office, but also in her planner on her bookmark, and one or two other places like the bathroom mirror, because it just reminds her of what she's working on, because there's usually a couple of personal things, some home things, and then some other, which could be business, volunteer, whatever. But to have those on your page finder or bookmark, I think would be really smart. So we have that as our new page finder for the month. And that would be, so this would be something that would come in your cover subscription box. Everything else would be something that would come in the lifestyle subscription box if you were just getting one or the other. All right, this is a new insert set. So this is a weekly habit tracker tip in. And when there is a QR code and an item number, then that means it's going in the shop. So this is T037. And what's nice about this is it's room for lots of habits, just 1 week at a time. The back is blank. So that's cool too. We were kind of talking about things in my last video about, you know, how to do cleaning tracker and how to do like your personal habits. So if you were really trying to track a lot of things, maybe it's your, it could be like a combination. So this would really hold everything. I could do my personal habits in the morning, like my journaling, my devotional, things like that, and then move into my health habits, like taking my supplements and trying to walk a couple days a week. And then the rest could be household things like a load of laundry every day and swish and swipe a bathroom a day. You know, that those fly lady routines that I like to do could go on there as well. So that's really cool. I'm glad that we have that as a new addition, just another way to try to work in those habits and keep them front of mind, but not take up a lot of room in your planner. And I also like with that little tip in, you can move it out of the way and just see the whole page that's behind it. All right, so then we have the 2025 vellum and dashboard set. And I think, let me grab this out of here. So tuck that right there. I have to remember which one of these came with what. So I think these would have come, monthly insert. I don't remember if these would have come in the cover subscription or the lifestyle subscription. I kind of think these, because sometimes you'll get dashboards. I think these are part of the lifestyle. So we have the 2025 vellum. It's written out 2025 there, and then it says, "No one ever tells you that bravery feels like fear." That's an awesome quote. We have this beautiful line work drawing that's double-sided of a woman. We have this kind of impressionistic style painting of a woman reading. And then if neither of those are your jam, you've got the architecture here. This looks like, what, Baroque, Byzantine? I'm not sure. I have an interior design background, but I'm not that good on my art history, even though I minored in art history. Architecture, I should say, is the part where some of it all gets muddled. So anyway, let's see what these would look like layered up. So if you wanted to go this route, then that would be how you'd layer those, which looks really cool. And then if you were feeling more of this kind of romantic reading look, I like how light and subtle that is. This is a fairly thick vellum. I've had some that were thinner and shows more through, but this one is a little bit thicker. And then we have the line work drawing, which is also beautiful. So those are really pretty, and that's going to be something nice that we can just kind of use in our planner as we're working on setting things up. Then we have the monthly number 48, and this is a classic size January through December. So remember how I was saying in the last couple of videos that I didn't have any monthlies, and I went through my stash and used them to make monthlies for the year? Well, here I get some monthlies, but I think what I'm actually going to be doing with these is using them either in my Jordan Essentials, excuse me, my Jordan Essentials planner to help me with planning out sales and specials and things I want to do with my customers, or social media. So let's go through here and kind of flip through. Now these are Sunday start, I believe. At least this page is Sunday start, so that's super helpful. I appreciate that. She does have the holidays on the back. We have annual habits here. So this is double-sided. This would be great to use as a bill tracker, or if you were working on certain habits, reading tracker. There'd be a lot of ways you could use this. And we've got that where it flips the other way and you can still use it. Then we have your monthlies. So see what I mean? These monthlies are a little bit smaller than the ones I'm going to be using in my everyday carry that has my full family schedule in it. But these would be great to use for other planning steps that I take in my planner for my Jordan Essentials business, my social media business. You know, there's different ways that this planner could be helpful, and I like that she's given us this horizontal view on one page, and then the back of it has similar to what we have on the monthlies I've been using, where you have 2 columns for to-do lists and then a section at the top. You can use this for goals, you could use it for highlights for the month, you could leave it blank and then at the end of the month do a review up there. So there's lots of ways to use that, but I like this setup as a way to just give me an option for monthlies a little different from what I have. And there are times when I'm doing things like one of these business planning, you know, my business planners for these different businesses, that I don't necessarily need a 2-page spread for the month. It's more just a quick way to see what's coming, look at any highlights, you know, specials, things like that. Like the Joyful Jordan box changes each month, and with the customer special changes each month. You know, we have weekly or monthly classes with Nancy, the owner of Jordan Essentials. So there'd just be different things like that that would be nice to highlight here. So that's really cool. I'm excited to have this because I don't have any other monthly views like this, and it's going to be helpful as I'm working on my goals and plans. And speaking of plans, if you are interested, curious, need some help, Jane is doing the 2025 Planathon. I think it's still open. Don't quote me on that because I could be misspeaking, but it's and it does cost to join, but you get a 55-page workbook, and she's going to be going live this week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 16th, 17th, 18th, in a private Facebook group for 2 hours to work through this whole planning process, setting goals, you know, focusing on habits, all of the things, and getting yourself set up for 2025. So I'm really excited about that, and even having some things like this on hand now, I know will be really useful as I'm diving into those 2025 plans. And I feel like having something like this class with her is just going to help me, because I get overwhelmed real easily when I start thinking about it, and I kind of loosely know what I should be trying to do when I'm thinking about setting goals and plans for the year. But having someone guide me through some of these steps, it always helps me. I do better when I have a little bit of framework to work within, rather than just me in my head getting muddled and going in a million directions at once. So, all right, now we're moving into, I think these two are the things that would be in your cover club along with your page finder. So this is your January cover, and I'm super excited to see this. What's been kind of fun is even like the box looked a little bit different in person than it did on camera in the Facebook group when Jane went live and shared it. So it's fun to see these things in person. Like this definitely has more green, like the green is more vibrant than what I saw online, and that's just the nature. I mean, who knows what it's looking like to you, but to me, that's what I'm seeing. So, and this is going to come with the clear cover like film on the inside. So you take that off, and then it becomes this glass clear plastic. I always take it off from the outside in toward the punches, because otherwise those little tabs make for a lot of little tiny pieces of plastic that are static cling to everything. So there's that. You can see how clear and beautiful that is over that insert. Now the back one, I choose to get the elastic ribbon so that I have a way to keep my planner closed. And I'm gonna just pull that off there. It's a little tricky around these grommets, but usually I can pull that off pretty easily. And then same thing, just pull it off those tabs. And we are all set. So look at that. And this, let me set these aside for just a second, but this gives you a great way to see, you know, how that would look over your planner insert pages. I like that there's this little writing, you know, kind of like notes are scribbled all over on it, but then you have the beautiful peonies there. Same thing on the back. And it looks like they're different like versions of the notes. And then let's go ahead and look at some of the, oops, page got stuck in there. Some of these different dashboard designs, the cardstock dashboards, just so we can see what those are gonna look like. So this is the one that came with the cover as a set. So these are double-sided, and where am I? Here we go. So one of them is the Jardin aux Fleurs. Rusty French there. And this one, so Garden of Flowers is what that says in French. So that is so pretty if you layer that underneath. I think that is just gorgeous. Hopefully you can see that and there's not too much of a glare, but that gives you a really pretty look. Or if you wanted something a little more abstract, then we have this just sort of textured painting look. And that is pretty too. I kind of like that because it lets the flowers be more of the focal point. Now the other fun thing, of course, is we can layer it with this vellum. So let's try the vellum over that just to get an idea. I don't know which one I'm going to end up with, so I'm just playing around and trying them all with you. So that's really cool. I do like how that 2025 kind of pops under here, and then the background one gets a little more muted. Let's see it with the Jardin aux Fleurs and get those lined up. That's tricky. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good. So that way it's just kind of framing it behind there, but it's not quite as prominent. Let's see if we put her there. Now I think what I may end up using is one of the, I have the ballerina that was a release that came out for Black Friday, and I kind of want to use that, I think, but you can just barely see her there, but that's really pretty too. Very elegant, very sophisticated. And we've got her there, so she's just kind of tucked in the background. These are much more muted when you put that vellum behind there. Now that one stands out a little bit more. Hopefully you can see that. So lots of fun ways to play with that. I'm not sure which one I'll go with, but definitely gives us some options. And you know what I found out in November, which I've kind of been enjoying doing, is I just change the cover sometimes. Sometimes I'll grab a different cardstock if I feel like it and change that out every week or two, or once in the month, you know, mid-month. You can change it however you want. So I've got those two and the cover that goes on top. Now the final thing, this is sort of the hero of the box. So this would be something that came in the Deluxe Subscription Box or in the Lifestyle Subscription Box. And this is a really nice journal. And I feel like for each of these hero items in the Jane's Agenda boxes, I'm all stuck together here. Usually the value on these is close to the value of what you pay for the box itself. And so it's like everything else is just bonus, which is amazing. So it's this beautiful, let's see, this is like a classic size, I think. Yeah, because there's my classic size cover. So it's just a little bit bigger than a classic size notebook. It's the wire O binding, which I enjoy that. I always feel like it works well, and I like how it folds back on itself easily. And then it's a journal with the dot grid pages that have the date at the top, and I really like these. I think Jane has these as a journal note set that you can get for Discbound planning too, but it's just a full plenty of pages. So this could be like your notebook for just all the things. You could use it as a commonplace notebook, a journal. It could be your everyday carry if you leave your planner at home and just want something for notes on the go. It could be something you keep at your desk and every day you're just writing your notes on, you know, what's happening and phone calls and emails and things like that. There's just so many ways to use something like this, but boy, it's very substantial. It feels good in hand. It feels like something I want to keep out on my desk, and I love how pretty it is and it coordinates with everything. So definitely something, you know, just kind of extra to have in your collection of planning supplies. So that is everything that came in the January Deluxe Subscription Box from Jane's Agenda. I hope that was fun for you to get to see me unbox it live with you. Hopefully that gave you a chance to kind of get to know Jane's Agenda style and quality a little bit better. If you've been thinking about subscribing, definitely jump in there. The January box, so how it works is each month when you get your box, you'll be charged for the box at the beginning of the month, and then it'll ship out mid-month and it'll come with everything you need for the coming month. So I'm getting this January set now in mid-December so I can get my planner set and ready for January before it comes. So, and there, like I said, there's the 3 levels, so you can always start with one, change it around. You can change your subscription to be whatever you need it to be. All right, thanks for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button down below if you enjoyed this video. I'll be back next Saturday with some more in the process of setting up for 2025, probably using some of these things as I finish my 2025 planner setup, which I'm kind of revamping and starting a whole new planner this year because I felt like I needed to reset a little bit. So we'll be continuing to build that. And if you want to join me, I'd love to have you hop on. So thanks again. Have a good one. Take care of yourself. Enjoy a little moment here and there to do something you like, and just take a breath, breathe, and be present. And other than that, I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.